my god, I'm super proud of this artwork. I've been working on it all day. I'm really tired. Let me just quickly post it. And done. Oh man, I'm ready to hit the hay. Well, good night.
The next morning.
Let me just check my Instagram. Ugh, man. Oh, I keep getting notifications. What's happening? Oh my god, my artwork blew up. Let's look at the comments.
Boo, your art sucks, honestly. Ugh, it's not a hate comment, it's just constructive criticism.
You should probably just quit drawing. Your art literally just looks so ugly. What type of art style even is? Dislike. I disliked this video 3 times on 3 different accounts. Suck it. What did I even do? I just posted an artwork on my Instagram. Hello, and welcome to this video. I'm your host, Nightmarish, and today we're on the topic of social media and how it affects artists, the good and the bad. But first, what is social media? Stupid question, I know, but social media is basically where people share and exchange information, where we socialize with one another to build connections and communities. And in the context of today, this is all done online. Think of your favorite or your not so favorite social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, or where you should be watching this right now, YouTube. Social media has provided platforms for artists of all kinds to share and embrace each other's artworks. Social media has been especially beneficial in the exchange of information and techniques, providing tutorials on how to learn anatomy and color theories. More experienced artists teaching beginners to assist in areas they struggled in before. This free flow of information allows others to explore art more and more, making way for more artists to exist in the world and have a voice in it. These artists are building communities of their own that support and uplift them to newer heights. It doesn't even have to be a public social media. It can be a Discord or WhatsApp group. This overwhelming support has many outcomes. One of the first ones I can think about is the artist could rapidly improve with their overwhelming support and feel good about their art and themselves. But art can also just be done for fun, as a hobby. So simply getting support for having fun will lead you to enjoying art even more. And on that note, the overwhelming support could also lead you to becoming overwhelmed and feeling like you have to stay within that box to keep your audience with you. And I feel like a lot of larger creators, especially stories of people who have done, for example, mainly fan art on Instagram, they feel overwhelmed to just continue fan art instead of branching out into other avenues of art because they feel like their audience is going to leave them. So that's the downside of overwhelming support, because you're going to be known for one thing, and once you want to branch out into other things, you're unsure. Also, I'd like to discuss that part where I discussed that it doesn't even have to be something public, as well as rapid growth with my own experience. Me myself as an artist, beginning of last year, I managed to get into an artist group on WhatsApp, and I was very nervous at first and didn't feel like I was good enough, but eventually, during a time where I really wanted to improve, I kept getting encouraged to improve. Hence, I made more art and even began drawing daily. I can't go a day without drawing. I began doing more anatomy studies, and seeing other people support, in fact, other artists support and say that this progress is good, has made me realize how beneficial that was to me. And a funny thing is, someone on the group, after I had done this really amazing piece that I'm proud of, please put it on screen, that I was proud of, they were like, you've grown a lot, to see your progress, to see how far you have come. Especially for me, I'm doing art for the sake of progression. I'm doing art to get to a point where I can consider myself as an advanced artist. Another positive on posting on social media is constructive criticism. No, I don't mean bullying framed as constructive criticism. I mean actual advice audiences and friends give to an artist, such as anatomy advice and more. And it is literally up to the artist to actually take this advice. And if they decide that advice isn't for me, or I don't really want to use that advice, don't bully them over it. It's literally up to them and their choice how useful that advice you've provided is. Another great one is artists are able to earn money through social media by doing commissions or getting directly paid by companies such as YouTube. Social media also exposes more artists into employment, as companies are able to see what the artist is capable of outside of traditional school degrees and having physically apply for a job. Like, for example, one that I've seen a lot of people talk about is where companies go over their Instagram and they're like, we want you for the job. That is like your Instagram has basically become your portfolio. For someone who does animation, for example, they are able to see your older animated works and see how you have progressed and how you can be used in that company. This ability to earn income through social media makes it so that artists are finally able to have some sort of security in their dream jobs and to be educated in it and to know exactly what you need to do to actually achieve the position you want to achieve. As you know, in society, art is basically considered very risky, and I can understand why it's very risky. Previously, it was very hard to research, how do I become a storyboard artist? How do I become an animator for Disney or something like that without having to go to school for that? But now there are literally tutorials on YouTube explaining how they were able to get their job. I believe any career is risky though, but this provides some sort of security for artists like me who want to actually make art profitable and are working to make art profitable. There are a lot more positives to social media for artists, such as better communication and learning new skills and much more. I'm not going to deep dive into all of the positives, but now I want you, the viewers, to comment some of your positives or even touch upon the positives that I've brought up here. But for every positive, there is always a negative, especially with social media. So let's discuss it, such as artists putting too much values on likes, views, and comments to dictate how good their art is and how they see it. A good example is the meme when you put tons of effort into an art piece, like you spend 15 hours on this art piece just to get 3 likes, and then you compare it to your other 5-minute doodles that got literally thousands of likes, even though you believe that more efforted piece deserves more likes and more attention, but for some reason it just isn't getting it. And speaking of comparison, do you know that artist you follow? That one with tons of views and followers? The one with the amazing gorgeous art that you know you'll never be able to create? Yeah, harsh, I know. But we all compare ourselves to others and think that we could be like them, but will most likely never be. Like, for example, if you're like me, you compare yourself to other people your age and think they're doing so much better than you, ignoring the obvious difference in backgrounds, interests, and dislikes. One thing that helped me combat this insecurity and to stop comparing myself to people is that I'm different. I'm clearly different, and I should be able to embrace those differences. My different interests, my different likes, my different dislikes, things that people don't know about me. And one thing that I really do want to eventually do with my own YouTube channel is just dive more into the different cultures that surround me. That was a huge inspiration for me, rather than looking at other people and thinking, wow, that commenter, man, I could never be like them. And in truth, I never will be like them, because I'm going to be like me and I'm going to excel the way I want to excel, whether it be with rapid growth or with slow growth. And I feel like this comparison is especially prevalent when you yourself, you're on your own little high horse, and you're thinking, man, that artist, their art doesn't look as good, which that's art is subjective. It's not for you to say whether it looks good or not, but it's getting more popular than what you consider your art, which is more high maintenance art. And you begin this comparison, like, they don't deserve this, they don't deserve this amount of likes, they spent this less time, their personality isn't even that good, or blah blah blah. Comparison really does cause you to see any and everyone as an enemy, even yourself, which can just suck the fun out of art. It really can. Or how about the hateful comments and dislikes on your posts telling you your art sucks and you should quit? You want to believe they won't get to you, those comments, but in all honesty, they do, and you're actually considering quitting art, which that's a horrible thing. That's just a horrible thing. It's not a nice feeling to know that somebody doesn't like the art that you put a lot of effort and time into. But in truth, no one's gonna like everything that you do. And you yourself should be able to accept that for your own mental health and for your own growth. Not everyone's going to love you, and not everyone's going to love your art. What you should do is love yourself, love your art, and actually embrace the people who appreciate you and appreciate your art for the way it is. Talking about harmless art here, art that is made for the simple fact of fun and isn't really harming anyone. I'm not talking about problematic art that deserve criticism. How about the people who blatantly bully you and say, it's constructive criticism, your art just sucks? Which, Jesus, that is not constructive criticism. And again, if the artist doesn't want to take your constructive criticism, it is within their right. It is literally their choice. It is literally their art. You cannot hold them and make them draw how you want them to draw. That's just ludicrous and unrealistic. Yes, there are countless examples of negatives and downsides of social media that cause damage to your mental health, make you hate art and yourself for even daring to try, endless people harassing you and thinking what you're doing is bad, and feeling justified for harassing you, even though harassment is never okay. These are all issues all of us have to deal with at some point. And the only real advice I can give to you is to log off, stop being online, and if being online is causing you more harm than good, take a break. Just pause. Take that time needed. But you might be thinking, what if it's my source of income? Because I did mention that people do get their source of income from commissions and stuff like that. And if you're not online, how are you supposed to take those commissions? I suggest saving up or informing people beforehand that, I'm going to be offline for this amount of time, and actually schedule that time that you need, or even take that break, but make sure you're in a secure and okay place to do that. Talk to people, have fun, enjoy life. I know you can't always ignore the negatives of social media, especially with how prevalent and overwhelming it can be, but I'm here to say that you can and you will prevail and survive. You'll make it through, because nothing really lasts forever, and in this world where it's really quick paced for all of us, you should be able to take that time you need to appreciate yourself and others. Another thing small thing I'd like to mention is your insecurities in art, such as self-doubt, imposter syndrome. Those are normal. These are not things that are alien. It might seem like you're the only one going through it, but trust me, you're not alone in this. And that feeling of not being alone allows you to realize that this is actually a very normal thing and a very normal feeling that you're going through. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to discuss it. And heck, even better, reach out to people who have overcome this so that you yourself can improve and grow out of it. And if something like this does happen, you know how to deal with it in a way that doesn't leave your brain scrambled. To be honest, during the making of this video, it's very easy, especially from the title I'm deciding to choose, to just look at the negatives of social media and to just become overly negative in this video. But that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring some type of hope and to showcase the goods of social media, because when you're filled with overwhelming negativity, you yourself start to lose hope. And honestly, this might seem like a total nothing burger of a video, like why the heck are you even talking about this? But in truth, I'm enjoying making these little videos that, well, these aren't little, these videos that give me the chance to vocalize how I feel about topics that I'm actually interested in, other than controversy. I especially had a lot of fun making this video because it served as a healing point for me. It served as a point to discuss things I haven't really seen other people discuss, and opinions that I haven't really seen other people vocalize. And it's not really on other people to vocalize these opinions. I do have a voice, I do have a choice, and I'm deciding to do this. But yeah, if you made it this far, why not comment me a star emoji, specifically this star emoji, to symbolize hope and the New Year's, because yeah, 2025, yeah, we're in 2025. So yeah, this is basically the end of the video. Why not leave me a like? And you know what, subscribing doesn't hurt either. That would be very helpful if you subscribed to me. And yeah, just leave me a comment too, because I don't know if you know this, but I read all your comments like a creep, and I really appreciate the essay comments I'm getting like on my videos, because it just shows you guys are willing to write essays for me, and I literally read all of them and I literally love them all. Keep it respectful in the comments. Yeah, thank you for watching this video till the end. I know a lot of people don't usually make it to the end. Even I don't make it to the end, but yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.